channel. Thank you for watching Uganda News channel.
That government has not fulfilled the promises that they made. So when you look at it, these teachers have been more than patient because they also have responsibilities. They also have responsibility to their teachers, and they're saying, look here, we have families as well. Even the children that we are teaching underlook us because the children seem to be doing way better than them. Considerable period of time, our teaching fraternity from nursery, primary to secondary to higher institutions of learning, colleges and universities are ever coming out to demand for better pay and improved conditions of service. This has attracted numerous meetings between professional bodies and government with positive commitment on the side of government to enhance their salaries, but the challenge has always been the implementation. This leads to demotivation of the teaching profession, which ultimately affects the performance of our pupils and students. As we talk, as teachers have put down their tools. UPC believes in equity and fairness. The enhancement of salaries for science teachers has not played out well in schools and colleges, as it tends to imply that arts-related teachers are of less importance. The gap needs to be bridged and pay reasonable salaries to the arts teachers. This salary structure is discriminative and bound to cause industrial unrest. UPC takes note that even the enhanced salaries for science teachers fall short of the realities of our day-to-day cost of living, both in rural and urban areas, coupled with paying school fees for their children, which is very much prohibitive. Whatever goods and services we buy are subject to market forces of demand and supply. It has to be appreciated fully that the teaching fraternity is the bedrock of our manpower or human capital development. This filters directly in economic, social, and political development of our country, making us ready for Vision 2030, 2040, and 2060. On several occasions, UPC has come out to advocate for a salary baseline, or what we call minimum wage. And very many times, government has ignored that. I remember at a point of time, it was tabled in Parliament, and it never saw the light of day. If we had the minimum wage for Uganda and for the different professionals across the country, we could have avoided this, because it makes no sense if we are producing both arts and science students, or arts and science Ugandans, and then a priority is given to one category, meaning that the other category is not of value as they tend to be. And yet when you look at the job market today, many of the employed youth are arts students. You find them doing hands-on skills, you find them being employed in offices. Those are not science students. And even on several occasions, you find those who did sciences are doing arts jobs. So we need to see the value in these art teachers to be able to stop this industrial action before it affects the education system. Because if you're having teachers put tools down on and off every now and then, it affects the continuity of the students and also affects. But when you look at it closely, these are mostly government-aided schools. Most teachers in private schools are not putting down tools because, of course, they are paid well. But in the government-aided schools, and yet these are where the majority of Ugandan children are going to school. Very few Ugandan children are going to private schools because it's the few that can afford them. Now, the majority that cannot afford education are the ones who are deprived of payment with their teachers. So meaning the government is frustrating the entire generation of the young people of this country. Because if 90% of the percentage of school-going children are in government schools, meaning all these children are not going to get a service that they require, especially those in arts, to be able to achieve the goals that they want to better their lives and the lives of their families. So we urge government that living in a global village opens us to competitions on a big scale. We have to stand up and compete. The easiest way is to have a productive labor force that has passed through the hands of the teaching profession with the necessary skills. UPC is calling upon government and all stakeholders to move in and give special attention to the plight of teachers. 3 years ago, the party president, Honorable Jimmy Akena, cautioned government while on the floor of parliament about the dangers of the discriminative policy of salary enhancement for teachers, which has come to pass. It is crystal clear that there is no country better than higher education, so massive investment has to be injected in this sector. Once government promised to increase the salaries of the science teachers, the party president came up and said, if we are increasing salaries of teachers, let us do it across board. Let us do it for both the science and then the arts teachers, to promote equity and to promote fairness. But government still went ahead to increase the science teachers and keep making promises to the arts teachers, which has brought us to what we are talking about today. And this is what we have been raising. And if the office of the equal opportunities was as effective as they say, they should have raised the red flag even earlier before the disbursements of the science teachers. But you're talking about equal opportunities for less, but when they pay a different category of people a sum of money, you are quiet, and yet you're saying you're advocating for equal opportunities. So we are saying these organs have to be functional, 1. 2, government has to promote fairness in whatever source of payment they are doing to our teachers and any other sector that is handling Ugandans. With that, for God and my country. Look closely. The first time they laid out their tools, government made promises. It is 3 years down the road that government has not fulfilled the promises that they made. So when you look at it, these teachers have been more than patient because they also have responsibilities. They also have responsibility to their teachers, and they're saying, look here, we have families as well. Even the children that we are teaching underlook us because the children seem to be doing way better than them. So I really think that the teachers have really been patient enough. 3 years is really patient enough. So it was the only way to get the attention of government, because they have been patient for 3 years. Government took them for their patience for granted. And now they have come out and they are saying, look, enough is enough. We have waited for you 3 years and you have not done anything. We have written to you, we have come to your offices, and nothing has come up. So what we are saying is, let us put down the tools and let us have a round table. Let's get this done once and for all. And this is what the teachers are communicating.
So you support them? So they after money than service?
It is not that they're after money than service. Otherwise, whoever is saying that they're after money, why are we working? Where are they going every day, every morning to go to classroom? They also have needs. They also have families to take care of. Now, if you're saying that they should work without pay,
they are earning.
They are earning, but government also has to put in mind that the cost of living is high, inflation is high. So any government institution should be able to increase salaries basing on the trend in the market. Now, if I'm being paid 300,000 for the last 10 years, do you mean that the cost of living has not gone high? My children can't go to school, I can't feed my family. Do you expect me to be productive in a classroom? You can't. So these teachers have genuine reasons to demand for a salary increment. And worst of all, not that government does not have the money. Government made a commitment, it has not fulfilled that commitment. And all they're asking for is government should fulfill that commitment, and then they will continue with the work they have been doing.
But if the government doesn't respond to their issues, what will happen to the teachers?
Government should know that once they do not do that, 1, it is not the teachers who are going to suffer, it is the children, the pupils, the students, and so on and so forth. So if they have decided to kill the futures of the next generation, then as Ugandans we shall not sit there and watch. Because if these teachers continue putting down their tools, it is the children that will suffer. And how many of Ugandan children are going to government-aided schools or to government schools? 90% of our children are going to those schools. The 10% are elites, they take their children to private schools, where school fees is $1 million plus. So you cannot compare that to what the government teachers are getting. So the government should just implement. If it means to do it gradually, let them do it gradually, but let them get the work started.
as a UPC, how do you like it? I'm going to uplift their salary to what level? This is feel that they are now satisfied. I'm going to discuss company.
In both the governments of UPC 1 and government of 1 and 2, when UPC was in government, the priorities we gave to the education system was beyond, and even up to now, some of those foundations, those schools are still in place. You never had issues of teachers complaining because salaries were increased based on the cost of living at the time. Now, this is the advice we have been giving to government, but only that government is not taking heed. But as UPC, we are saying, if these teachers are saying what they're earning is not enough, look at the cost of living, look at how much they're earning, look at the workload they have. Because these are children that are not privileged that they are teaching. And these are children, some of them have not got the privilege of going to nursery school that they'll come when they can read and write. These teachers have to start from nothing to raise them. So it is time government appreciates the efforts of these teachers. And the only way manpower or work power is being appreciated is through salary enhancement. And this is all the teachers are asking for. So as UPC, we urge, let something be done. Even if they don't have money, let them implement something, then gradually they will increase to the level that they had agreed to.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.